Bubbly, evocative, and buoyant, this is the Warsaw Cultural Festival, replenishing fresh energy to Nyomi's assorted ways and customs. The undeniable pull and magic of unified dance expositions, a passionate drumbeat, and stimulating songs will get you longing to jump into the colorful cultural upheaval. And this is just about the beginning of festivities, unstoppingly taking new forms till the break of dawn.
This organization was organized in the spirit of building mutual understanding between youth. This was done in 2004, and then we launched a unified football team. But after seeing that peace was established among the youths, we said let us explore further, and that's the cultural side. So in 2006, we launched the association and trained with our Dankunku brothers, the Maribanta, because they had the experience.
The Warsaw is a meeting of 9 cultural divisions from dissimilar settlements in Nyomi, family bound by long subsisting ties in traditional beginnings, which claims its roots in Esau.
The National Center for Arts and Culture, it's working hand in glove with the Gambia Tourism Board in developing tourism with culture as a global package for tourism.
Drum beats accompanying the appearance of crowned heads like old times, the arrival of Opanyomi chief Momodu Chaticham was received with animated drumming enlivened by a flamboyant dance display. Then came the shower of thrilling performances initiated by Baras Ramdan Serere Cultural Group. This particular exposition recalls the establishment and activities restating the history of the pictorial seaside hamlet, growing into a major commercial hub. The Berendin Cultural Orchestra in full regalia, reincarnating the vigor of an exciting past. A display which saw the emergence of the fearsome night masquerade snowballed the rousing impact of festivities to colossal heights. Breathtaking performances and inspiring demonstrations. This is precisely what makes Gambian festivals outstanding. And true to form, the Mari Bantang Society of Dankunku exhibited just why they really unsurpassed in bringing back the glory of what went before. Next came Jokadu, with sparkling originality and gusto. The community presented an incredibly jazzy show, recalling the action-packed life of Nyomi's fiercest hunter and warrior, Hamadado Sekan. A gripping performance by a flamboyant masquerade, but the climax took a fresh dimension. Here, the masquerade loses its crown amid the rousing display, and a major cultural upheaval ensues. This is one critical stage in custom demanding immense discretion. Another mask is quickly summoned to lift the fallen headdress amid great buzz around the festival arena. Unlike this, the Warsaw Cultural Festival united the divergent groupings under what was once a rambling kingdom, ruled by dominant kings and queens, who reigned for years, straddling centuries, which witnessed Nyomi's evolution from a massive empire to a colonial province, ultimately ensuing into what is presently a major part of the North Bank region. Ibrahim Ajata, GRTS.
The fallout from the Boston Marathon bombing still rumbles, with the arrest of 3 classmates of Teleman Zanev, the 19-year-old boy at the center of the incident. And when we come back, we look also at the ugly specter of rape in India. This as a 4-year-old girl became the latest victim in what is now becoming a contagion. Please stick with us.
You wouldn't want to.
Welcome back. 3 friends of the Boston bombing suspect Tamerlan Zanev has been arrested. They are accused of trying to throw authorities off the trail of their college classmate. CNN's Brian Todd reports the trio appeared in court for attempting to get rid of evidence related to Boston bombings and lying to investigators about it.
College classmates of Jahar Tsarnaev's, now accused of trying to help their friend by getting rid of evidence related to the Boston Marathon bombings and lying to investigators about it. Diaz Kaderbayev and Azamat Taziakov, students from Kazakhstan, and American Robel Philippos, named in a criminal complaint, appeared in federal court Wednesday afternoon. An attorney for Kaderbayev then spoke to reporters.
Diaz Kaderbayev absolutely denies the charges. As we've said from the very beginning, he assisted the FBI in this investigation. He is just as shocked and horrified by the violence in Boston that took place as the rest of the community is. He did not know that this individual was involved in the bombing. His first inkling came much later. The government allegations as far as that he saw a photo and recognized them, immediately we dispute, and we'll be looking forward to proving our case in court. Mr. Kaderbayev and his family are very sorry for what happened here in Boston, and he did not have anything to do with it.
The complaint says all three admitted that at UMass Dartmouth on April 18th, the night before Jahar Tsarnaev was captured, they removed Tsarnaev's backpack from his dorm room, put it in a trash bag and into a dumpster. After a two-day search of a nearby landfill, prosecutors say they found the backpack. Here's a photo. They say the backpack contained fireworks, Vaseline, and school papers.
He did not know that those items were involved in a bombing or of any interest in a bombing or any evidential value.
The complaint says the three friends also destroyed or concealed other objects, including a laptop. The two Kazakhs, seen here in a photo with Tsarnaev in Times Square, also face deportation proceedings for alleged visa violations. On April 18th, the night before Jahar Tsarnaev was captured, the complaint says the three friends saw photos of the bombing suspects on CNN. Prosecutors say one of them, Kaderbayev, was texting with Jahar Tsarnaev, telling him he looked like the suspect on TV. The complaint says Tsarnaev responded with texts like LOL, things that were interpreted as jokes like, "You better not text me," and this, quote, "Come to my room and take whatever you want." I asked attorney Robert Stahl about that last text.
There was no signal. I think it means the plain English meaning.
But there are other very curious details in this complaint, like a footnote saying that about a month before the marathon bombings, when the two Kazakh students were eating a meal with suspect Jahar Tsarnaev, that Tsarnaev explained to them that, quote, he knew how to make a bomb. But again, the attorneys for these suspects say their clients had no prior knowledge of the bombings and no knowledge afterward that Jahar Tsarnaev had been involved in the attack. Brian Todd, CNN, Boston.
Well, a source brief on the investigation says U.S. officials are also looking for possible links between Tamerlan Zanev and a Canadian boxer turned jihadist. Nick Robertson has an exclusive report from Dagestan, where Islamic convert William Platnikov was killed by Russian security forces.
In these lush mountains, Dagestan's rebels hide from Russian forces. Our journey here, a trip into the unknown. We're on our way to the village where Canadian boxer William Plotnikov was killed in a gun battle with Russian forces. 15 minutes from the secure coastal highway, Utmayesh, a tiny town of 3,400 people. We're being given special permission to go into the graveyard. They are all moderate Muslims here and follow peaceful traditions. Prayers being said. Plotnikov's grave not hard to find at the cemetery's edge, a place for strangers. He was a convert to Islam. Well, this does seem to be his grave. Plotnikov William Vitalievich, his father's name, born 3rd of May, 1989, died 14th of July, 2012, last summer. The local imam tells me we had never seen him before. We didn't know anything about the rebels he was with. His father came from Canada and asked we bury him, a Muslim. Indeed, as I talk to local officials, they all tell me the same. The rebels he'd joined lived out of town. When I ask if they'd ever seen alleged Boston bomber Tamerlan Tsarnaev, they all tell me no. The town mayor tells me, I wish I could say we are safe, but since last summer we worry. Can we take our cattle to the forests? On the edge of town, they take us to the farm where Plotnikov faced off with Russian forces.